We're gonna jump over here to VH1. It is Black Ink Crew Chicago, season 7, episode 8. A Prince Among Women. Okay, so Charmaine is pregnant, baby number 2 on the way. We know she lost her father, so it was like a bittersweet kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? And again, if you follow her on Instagram and all that stuff, then of course you see all that. I don't really be on Instagram that much, so that's probably why I missed it. Because I actually do follow her out of and Ryan, and because she's like Radio Charmaine or something like that. But anywho, yep, she pregnant, and her and Neek go out on a little picnic because it's actually her birthday as well, and she bring up, first they talk about the dad and all that stuff, losing dad. She's so sad, but they're healing through it all, and Prince, he been late on the rent, the little booth rent or whatever he got to pay at the shop. He ain't paid in like 2 months or so, whatever, but he owes some money. And plus, um, really, it actually wasn't even that. It was, she told him, you can't bring Andrea into the shop because remember I fired her? She checked the cameras because she's not there every day, but she looked at the cameras and seen that he came in there with Andrea and Steven and a bucket of chicken or whatever she said. I'm like, yeah, it was something he had. They all had some bags, so they was chilling for a minute. We'll just say that. And that was a big no. So she like, nope. I think I need to have a meeting with him and Mariah because I can kill, two birds with one stone. I can ask, reprimand him for, disobeying the Second City Inc. rules. Plus, I can apologize and figure out how to straighten out the business with him and Mariah because remember, she done told Mariah that he was cheating on her with Andrea. So she like, that probably wasn't the best thing that I could have did. I mean, I know she my friend, which is why I did it. But girl, it ain't your business. Like that's their relationship. Ain't got nothing to do with you. And you just butting in and making things worse. So they flipped to Kitty. Kitty and Steven, he at her house. And it just cracks me up because I never noticed her writing, you know what I'm saying? Anything on the show to see how she was holding her pencils. And she hold it in a that I can't even really do it, but he said he called it a crow claw. He said, yeah, I never seen a crow claw the way she was holding that tattoo gun. Because he's supposed to kind of hold it, like I don't do tattoos, but uh, my boyfriend kind of play around with it. So you hold it like yeah, you kind of hold it like your pencil or like, what I'm saying, how you write and draw. But once you are actually into it, you kind of get your own groove and your own grip, you know what I'm saying? So he just thought it was just fun. It was like literally something like that. I can't even. He said the crow claw. I don't know, the something claw. But basically, she needs some help. She wanted him to try to teach her how to do tattoos. And they just kind of went over the Charmaine thing, Um, their things at that meeting was not really resolved. So she got a lot of resolve with either with Ryan and Charmaine, should I say. We flipped to Charmaine and I'm sorry, but we flipped to Charmaine at Second City Inc. She working the front desk because hey, everybody's leaving, everybody's fired, everybody's quitting. Okay, because who was working at the front desk? It was Kitty. Yeah, and Ryan comes to visit. Of course, Ryan is a friend, so he comes to check on her every once in a while. She lets him know, he gives his condolences, of course, okay, to the father. And she tells him about all the problems that she having. And he just giving his little advice, like, yeah, when it comes to Prince, like that is your number one artist for one. So you should probably have not outed him like that when it comes to his relationship. And you know what I'm saying? The way you treat him probably isn't the best either because y'all should be able to talk these things out, right? So she takes his advice and says, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him anyway, him and Mariah. And, maybe we'll figure it out because, like he was um, a vital artist or whatever you want to call it, a vital part to this institution of Second City Inc. And we just want to make sure that we keep the money flowing. So if he's here, of course that brings in money. I mean, if he's not, we can always hire some new artists or whatnot. But it's a little hard out here in these streets, especially, and he been there since day one, and he helped during COVID. So, girl, you shouldn't be treating him like this. Don and Four is chilling in Nine Mag, and Ryan comes in, and Don lets everybody know that he's still acting, doing his little acting thing. He got another gig in some little movie or something somewhere. So if you see it, check it out. Um, Four over there tired because he a new dad, so of course he losing a couple Z's. So he trying to catch a couple while he away. And Brian lets him know about Charmaine. That she lost her dad and everything, and he was just going to check up on her and everything like that. And how they had a conversation about how it's just not so easy being the boss. Like Ryan, we did have clips of him um, firing everybody. Because remember back in the day, whenever, excuse me, somebody did something wrong or somebody, basically did something wrong or did something he ain't like, he was firing everybody. And then they had to come and keep begging him for their job back, basically. Yeah. And Charmaine was like, yeah, I see how it feels. You know what I'm saying? It's not so easy because you got to make certain decisions. And, right, you do got to treat people certain ways. And that's when it comes to Prince. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way that he basically was loyal to you, Charmaine, he just, it's just not coming back in return. That's all. And it would just be a lot better if you just gave him, more respect. Basically, that's all he want. And you button into his relationship, just ain't no better. So they do flip over to Prince. He doing a tattoo, and he lets us know. Of course, he's upset with Charmaine. Blah blah blah. We know that, but he did break up with Mariah because, of course, like I said, they friends. They've been friends before she met you. So of course she's gonna take Charmaine's side, which means anything that he say is just not in void. She ain't with it, she ain't gonna believe it. So I just might as well dead this situation. And she can move on, I can move on. And when it comes to Charmaine, he been still working at the shop, you know what I'm saying, holding the spot down. But he got one foot out the door, he say, because he just, you know what I'm saying, he not sure. He got to think about it. He got to see what's going to happen. Is she going to apologize? Is things going to change? I don't know, because if so, if things don't go the right way, he just gonna have to leave, and Charmaine just got to find another new artist. It just is what it is. Andrea, they do show her. Of course, she's still doing she's still doing her tattoos, and she's like, yeah, forget Charmaine and Second City. You know what I'm saying? I can still work out, or I can still work and do tattoos out, in my house, in my apartment, and make my own money. So it don't matter. Ain't nothing stopping her bag, and she doing bigger and better things. The tattoos that her and Prince did do that they showed on TV was actually really good. She did some type of clock with an eyeball, and it was like realism because it looked like a real, like it was just real. And then Prince did somebody's son, but he had like on a almost like a warrior type of helmet or something, and that was real cool too because it was like, yeah, like realism, but it was just really cute. Like, I don't know, they really good at what they do. So oh yeah, I forgot. Don was telling Ryan that Steven ain't been by the shop. Like, he came and worked a little bit here and there. He only worked when the cameras is around and show up when the cameras is around. But after that, he was leaving. So Ryan was like, well, what the fuck? I thought I told this fool if he was gonna work here, he was gonna work here. We had an agreement. And yeah, they like, we don't know what's going on with old boy, so I guess we'll talk to him when we see him. Okay, so while Ryan and the whole shop is having I guess some kind of meeting or something. I don't know. Um, Here come Steven running up in there, kind of just breaking up their little spot that they had going on. Because Ryan was actually having a good conversation talking about his therapy and things, how he felt, and blah, blah, blah. Here comes Steven in here, okie dokie dokie. And, he's doing his little cheerio and ha ha ha. They have some jokes for him real quick. And then Ryan just kind of cuts him straight to the point, like, so, because no, Steven says, yeah, I got to go. I'm about to go back home Friday. And they like, dang, Friday, you leaving that quick? He like, yeah, I wasn't going to be here that long. I just kind of, I'm like y'all, foreign cousin or something. Ha, ha, ha. And he like, dude, I thought you came here, for, to join the fam, to join the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of had to step away a little bit because he was about to get on Steven in front of everybody. And I'm like, ooh, this is kind of not going to, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of going to hurt his feelings if you embarrass him like this. Especially, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to explain that, he was ready to go. He lives in London. We know that this is not his home in America. His family, everything's back there. He came to America to, for some type of experience, he says, to learn, to um, to learn so that he can bring with all this knowledge that Ryan them can give them, bring it back to London, open up his own shop, do his own thing, Black Ink London. You know what I'm saying? That would be some cool shit, right? But he said the beef between Ryan and Kitty after that dinner, it just rubbed him the wrong way because he felt like he was in the middle and he didn't want to be in the middle. He just wanted to come, do some tattoos, get some experience or whatever he wanted, and bounce. But this Kitty thing, it just kind of rubbed him a little bit as to where he just didn't want to be involved. You know what I'm saying? It's not his thing. He ain't got nothing to do with this stuff. Actually, right? He really ain't got nothing to do with it. So Ryan is throwing on his big boss shoes, and he almost was kind of yelling at him, which I thought was kind of funny when he said his therapy helped him through this conversation because he could have popped off a little bit differently. And I'm like, sure, okay, because he started off yelling, but I think he caught himself, and then he started to kind of calm, and then his conversation, and they got a little bit less calm, you know, to where Steven can understand where he was coming from. Because basically Ryan was trying to say, look, I gave you a handout. I was trying to bring you onto the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm the number one Chicago dude out here on this tattoo ish. So if you wanted to be in here and be loyal, forget Kitty and forget that beef. Like you was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, ignore all that and just come through and do what you're supposed to do. And Stephen was just like, well, I guess I'm sorry to disappoint you, Ryan, or whatever. I see how you feel in your disappointment when it comes to Kitty and all that stuff. But yeah, I guess he just missed out. It just wasn't what he thought it was going to be. If they didn't have that beef going on, he probably could have actually, you know, been in more involved with things in the shop and more involved with Ryan and calling him and contacting him and being around Don and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Ryan was trying to say. Like come, like come on, like be in for real. Which I think pretty much if he extends this offer to Prince, he probably gonna tell her the same thing. Like, look, you gonna come over my side, you could be on my side, but don't be going back and forth beefing with Charmaine because it ain't gonna work that way. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. They gonna leave. They leave. He leaving on good terms. They not necessarily beefing or nothing. Ryan just told him, look, you just missed out on a good opportunity, but I didn't know what kind of opportunity you was looking for. If maybe they just got the communications crossed. Like what I'm saying. It just wasn't what Steven was looking for. I guess it was just a major miscommunication when it came to Prince and Ryan because, like I said, Ryan was looking for one thing, him to join the team, him to, you know what I'm saying, be there all the time, I guess. I don't know. But basically, Prince was saying, or not Prince, Stephen was sitting with Andrea, Prince, and Kitty and was just trying to explain to them, like, he is about to go back home and everything. But, like, him, the conversation he had with Ryan, what he took from it was that, yeah, he felt that Ryan wanted him to be there all the time and just hanging out and whatnot, even when he wasn't doing no tattoos, so he just kind of felt like it was just something, like one of my be just sitting around for nothing, like he just wasn't sure what he was getting out of maybe that. And Prince and them looking like, I don't think so. Prince like, it was because of Kitty. Your association with her is what made Ryan want to change his mind when it came to you, because he thinking that you over here, all up on her ass and doing what she's saying. Because like Ryan said, she can't pay your bills, she can't feed your family, which is definitely true. But he was actually just trying to teach her the tattoo, so it wasn't even like they was doing business or nothing. Because yeah, Kitty ain't got no business. We already know this, and I think he know that. So, and he's just, for some reason that just didn't click with Steven. So it is what it is. Um, I think, what was it? Did Prince say he was gonna talk to Ryan himself because he wanted to go over there? I don't know, but because I'm like Andrea said, good luck and all that stuff. We'll see. Because if that's the case, that's gonna be the same reason with you, Prince. You ever think about that? Because you having friends with you being friends with the enemy or whatever. I don't know if that's how you want to see it. And then Charmaine, she is at the Second City Inc. and she there with Mariah. And since they her friend and all this stuff, we need to talk about Prince and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? She apologized for putting their business out on Front Street because I don't know if y'all caught that. She said it's rumors that she heard. Besides her seeing his car outside, this is rumors that she heard. So technically, she didn't even know if this stuff was true. You just saying it to her to be the first one to say it. Yeah, I guess something like that. I don't know about that. Cause I'm like, do y'all catch it? Cause I know Mariah caught it, but she didn't dwell on it. But it clicked in her mind because her face, her expression, it changed. Cause she was like, "Heard, okay, but that's your friend, and that's what she did. She destroyed your whole relationship because of why? Because she was mad. Ain't that something? Like, because she was mad. Like, for real. So, since they're talking about Prince and how irresponsible he is, and he ain't paying no booth rent, and whoop de whoop de whoop, here he go. So they like, oh, speak of the devil. And he like, speak of the devil. Yeah, they talking about you, buddy. They talking about you. Um, Charmaine, I don't know. You're getting a little bit too big for your britches now, okay? Like she taking this boss thing way to the moon. And it's not really looking good for her. Like, I don't know. You're not likable at this point. Like, girl, you can go at this point. Like honestly. If y'all want to kick her off the show, I don't think nobody will miss you. That's kind of where you're going at this point because you get mad disrespectful. Okay, you call that boy, well, he not a boy. That man a bitch like that, straight to his face. Are you serious? It just. Okay, so they was sitting there talking, right? And of course, she tried to. Well, she was trying to apologize for butting in a business type thing because yeah, you ruined my relationship because you wanted to tell her about some rumors about all this cheating stuff. Like that was all you. Business aside, I do got your money. I just wasn't giving it to you until I got the apology that I deserve. And she like, what kind of apology? I don't owe you no type of apology. You do, and she just to see you keep bringing up nothing but, oh, you're the one who's cheating. You're the one who's doing this to Mariah. You're the one messing with Andrea. Is that all you can say? That's what I'm saying. You can't win this argument, Charmaine. That's why you going below the belt because she is. What else can I do besides call the popo? That's actually the next thing that's coming. Besides, okay, I call Neat because he probably at work or at home or who knows. But the next thing was gonna be the popo. So Prince, if you know what I'm saying, I might have just would have got up and walked away at some point, but he was trying to get his point across, which was, um, I've been here since day one. I've been working my ass off. I've been trying to help your ass, and you ain't send me. You ain't give me nothing. No type of accolades. No type of lead tattoo artist spot. No type of you kicked me off the booth at the convention. You accusing me of sleeping with the employees. Like what? You know what I'm saying? It's so much at this point. He just is all boiling up, and because I mean, he's trying to be as respectful as he can because she is a female, right? Okay, cool. But Charmaine, you can't throw. See, that's what she liked to do too. Ever since she started when she did it with Tati. Is that her name? Tatiana. Remember that girl, the Mexican girl who was working there, who was fighting with Junior, and that girl was that Tatiana. No. What the hell was her name? But I don't know. But she got rid of that girl because she said she was saying the N word too much, and she Latino, so why should she say it? She only say it when she get mad. Da, 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 she disrespectful. Ever since then, she been jumping on every type of bad wagon that you could think of. Oh, Black Lives Matter. Woo woo woo. Oh, uh like now she pulling the feminist women's rights out on Prince now. Like what? Like she throwing all this out there. Oh, and then the ghetto girls, you acting up, Andrea. Like she throwing all the wrong stereotypes out there, using it against people for her own benefit. Ain't that something? Trying to twist it around, manipulate the system. Nope, you ain't manipulating this, because you know what? I'm onto your game right now. That's what I'm saying. She don't let this boss thing, the CEO, whatever, I'm the manager of this shop, go straight to her head, because you is not no Ryan Henry. Unfortunately, you're not. He is always going to be the number one top spot out there in Chicago, because that's what, we don't put him on the TV. We made him famous, just like Caesar. He out there. He got the New York spot. This territory out here. You know what I'm saying? Charmaine, where you think you standing here? You stand as you the friend, you the associates. You know what I'm saying? You radio Charmaine. Can you stay on the radio? Y'all need to put her back on the radio. Just stay on the radio. And Prince, he trying to get his argument across, but he can't, because he, you know what I'm saying, he getting loud. It's getting a little bit more aggressive now. But because he a man, he trying to hold it in, and she using that against him. Like I said, she playing that, I'm a female. You can't be coming at me like that. Don't be standing up on me. He said, call Neek then. Where Neek at? Because I need to talk to basically a man, somebody on my level that I can actually be one-on-one with. I can't do that with you because of, he's standing up. She think it's a threat. You're threatening me now. And then look at your friend over there. She can't even say nothing. What? And you doing all this to defend her honor, her relationship, to apologize to her, to make her look good on the TV? No, Charmaine. Nope. It ain't gonna fly over here. So like I said, if she had to go, I would kind of wouldn't mind, because she just going too far with this. And like he said, if he leave, who you gonna have? You know what I'm saying? They arguing about, oh, you ain't gonna touch my stuff. Okay, I ain't gonna touch your stuff. You get your, just go. Whatever. Yeah, Charmaine, I don't know. But she about to kick him out. Yeah, the conversation did not go well, obviously, she called Nick on the phone. Of course, he was trying to explain some things to him, but he, of course, he loud. And then Nick, of course, he ain't there, but he got to take his wife's side. So Prince just wasn't having it. He threw her phone. Dang, it didn't break. But if he would have broke, say if it would have broke, but it didn't break. She ended up calling Neek back so she could show him how he was reacting and acting a fool. Because at this point, he and Mariah face, like, you know what I'm saying? Because she's sitting next to him, just kind of watching everything play back, and she's shaking her head. And she's like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? I can't do this, I can't do that. Or, I mean, you picking sides. Like, do I pick the boyfriend or do I pick my best friend, right? She says she's going to pick the best friend. Of course, he just leave, get fired, whatever. He said, "Forget this, I'm out." Um, his brother happened to be there, so he was telling his brother, "Look, you can come too. You don't gotta work here or either, because basically I got you this job. So forget all that. You know what I'm saying? We bouncing." Um, Mariah do decide to take her ass on outside, and at this point, Prince, right, he was done. He ended up walking away, and here she letting us know, it's just where all these babies is coming from. But I guess she pregnant as well. And she just saying how he ain't been calling her, he ain't been doing nothing. She just been alone, and he ain't have her back. She had his back, and what is going on in Chicago, y'all? I don't even know what's gonna happen with this show. I don't even know what the hell. It's just almost like New York. At some point they was together, but now once everybody fall apart, it's really hard to get everybody back on one accord, especially when everybody's just be fighting all the time. And y'all already split, you know what I'm saying? We ain't how many originals do we have? We got Don and Four. Only Don and Four is still there. Charmaine, yeah, nobody's an original. So if she leave, then they just leave Don and Four. And what the hell is they doing? Don, okay, you and Ashley got their thing going, but and then Four, it's Ryan be crying all the time. Do we want to keep seeing Four cry all the time too? I don't know. They're gonna have to do something when they come back on the next season, because whatever episode this is, we might got a few more left before like the finale, and then that's it. Mm. But y'all need to think about this. That's the only reason why Charmaine trying to hold on so bad to Second City Inc. Because basically, without that, what does she have? But she got a radio show and everything, but show wise, the show is about tattoos. She would not have no connection, and I think that's the only reason why she goes so hard. But she don't have to. And why you gotta be so mean? You know what I'm saying? When you be mean, it just nobody likes you when you're mean, when you're the mean girl. And yeah, so her Mariah got some things to think about. Does Charmaine know about this? Because how you gonna break up somebody's relationship and that's her dang baby daddy? What? Oh, how dare you? See, that ain't your friend, Mariah. And she bust y'all out on the whole ass TV. It's just too much. Charmaine doing too much, y'all. But this is Black Ink Crew Chicago. Yeah, it's just a lot. Prince don't stepped out. We'll see if he come back, because Mariah want to do another get together with the whole group again, and we'll see. We'll see. Peace out.